welcome to another edition of Climax. Are you happy as I am? Well, as always, I am always happy to be on set. The opportunity to speak to you every time is overwhelming. It just gets me very excited, and I am happy. So hello guys, and welcome to this show. This is Chris, and if you're just seeing my face for the first time, you have been missing a lot. So do well to subscribe to this channel. Do well to subscribe. You can also leave your comment at the comment section. I guarantee you that you're going to have a swell time listening to me. So without wasting much of our time, today we'll be talking about the question, who is going to be our Messiah? Who is going to be our Messiah? I'm sure this question is one that everybody keeps asking. We want a Messiah, someone who would liberate us, someone who would set us free from bondage, from issues, from challenges, from difficulties, and all of that. So that is what we'll be addressing today. So this is the time to call your friends, tell your neighbors, call everyone you know, tell them that Christy is live. Today we'll be talking about this very interesting subject, and we'd just like to, shed more light about this and enlighten ourselves. Are you ready? Let's go. So who is going to be our Messiah? You, me, who? Who is going to be our Messiah? That is what we are going to talk about today. And so many times we want to push this responsibility to other persons. We want to say, oh, we're expecting somebody to come into our sphere and, do the magic, the abracadabra, and, take us out of this difficulty. We do not want this responsibility to be on us. And if you're watching me from every part of the world, it goes to play, especially in our country politics, for countries who are into elective leadership. There are specific seasons where you have leaders coming up. We need to elect them and all of that. And it's really crazy what you see them do because they want to get votes. In this part of the world, you're going to see you're going to see politicians trying to go to the salon to identify themselves with the masses, going to the salon, making hair, capturing videos, going to meet a road seller to help the road seller roast her yam or roast her corn, doing very, uncommon things just because they want the vote of their people. But then once they go into office, you don't see them anymore until it's time again for the gaming season. You see them coming out with their agbada, like we say in Nigeria. You see them coming out with their agbada and, trying to identify again with the masses. This is really very appalling because most times the expectations of the people are always high, but we always get it, these expectations always come crashing down because of the repeated history, repeated flaws, repeated weaknesses of these elected leaders. And then we keep asking ourselves, who is going to be our Messiah? Who is going to save our nation from ruin? Who is going to deliver the people? Who is going to liberate the people? These questions have been on our minds. And if you're listening to me, I'm sure that in different parts of the world where you're listening to me from, there are also issues and occasions where you want liberation from. And these questions might also be coming to you. Maybe you're saying to yourself, oh, my finances, is going down the drain. Who is going to help me? How am I going to surmount this difficulty? How am I going to come out of this challenge? And these are just the questions that keep going through your mind. And that is why we're talking about it. Who is really going to be our Messiah? And this is coming to you from Climax. Like I say, I like to discuss real life issues that are not pretentious at all, issues that we can easily relate with, and we can actually talk about it and then forge a new path for our lives. So for things like this, we've had cause to think about it, to talk about it, and to ponder about it. So we're expecting the Savior to come from the east, the Savior to come from the west, the south, and the north, and all of that. We keep pointing fingers on someone without pointing the same finger on ourselves. But today on Climax, I will be bringing your attention back to you as a person. Okay? You shouldn't allow your mind get to a point where you completely detach yourself from responsibilities. Yes, there are expectations that we want, we actually want to be fulfilled. There are areas in our country, in our countries, in our lives that we want to be fixed, but you also need to learn to take responsibilities, okay? And that responsibility begins with you, because if you do not develop your character at the stage and level that you are at the moment, when you're given a bigger task, I can guarantee you that you're not going to do it well. It's just as easy as that. So who is going to be the Messiah? I am going to be your Messiah. You are going to be my Messiah. And together we can hold hands to have a great and an awesome nation, to have a great life, to have a great society. And we're going to begin that journey today. We're going to start that journey today. So look inward and tell yourself regarding your character, okay, regarding your attitude, your disposition towards responsibilities. How well are you handling the little tasks that you have right now? How well are you handling your business, the business of someone else? How well are you handling the time that you have as a person? Everybody has the same time on earth. How well are you handling your time? So this will actually go a long way to determine how well you're going to do, with these huge or bigger responsibilities when they come to your way. So the question now I'm going to ask you, and I hope that this time around you give me a different question, is who is going to be our Messiah? I expect that you're telling me that you are going to be the Messiah. Yes, this is not a time to wait for someone else to come and develop our countries or our lives for us. This is the time to take the responsibility and develop our time, our lives for ourselves. Okay? So this is the time to pick up the broken pieces of your life and start building. And that building begins today. So I am going to be my Messiah. I am going to take advantage of the resources that I have, however little, and I'm going to start building. And I hope that you do the same for yourself. Now, this is coming to you from Climax on ADN Radio New York. Now, I also want you to understand that on the comment section, there's going to be a link that's going to connect you to our radio station. Do well to click on the radio station where you have the opportunity to listen to longer episodes from me. I remain Krista Chris, your favorite girl on the side of the internet. Do not forget to subscribe, to like, and to comment. Until I come to you next time on the same station, keep growing. Bye.